Am I the only one who didn't love Project Hail Mary? Reminds me of that Larson cartoon. Yes, I feel like the professor that's forgotten his duck. Now, firstly, this is a film I ought to love. I mean, I love survival films, I love science fiction, and I even love the original book. For the first hour or so, I'm drawn into this story. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
My issues start with Ryan Gosling's character. This guy is a coward and a bit of a doofus.
Oh, you know he's a bit wacky because he can't wear his glasses properly.
We're supposed to root for him because we feel he's like one of us. Only Grace's cowardice becomes grating. He meets an alien spaceship for the first time. Oh, I'm out of here. He meets Rocky for the first time. Oh, I'm out of there. The alien wants me to take my helmet off. I'm out of here. Worse still, he's that annoying teacher we all had at school who thought he was really cool when he's actually a bit of an idiot. Look, I don't mind Dr. Grace being a doofus teacher, but why would anyone put this guy on a spaceship to save our species?
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
In the novel, Grace is always curious and, more importantly, resourceful. Whereas in the film, he only seems to accomplish things by catching stuff. He's literally the nerd at school who's turned into a sporty hero. Oh look, he's not a hero, he's just like us. He's scared and goofy. Sorry, I don't want to empathise with the guy, and I want to respect him. Remember?
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
These issues, buried deep within the film's first hour, really come to the surface once the relationship grows between Grace and Rocky, our alien life form. Here is an opportunity to show us a completely alternative take, a completely different view of the universe from an alternate intelligent species. What we actually get, snore, how similar we all are. The more the film goes on, the less we learn about an alternative intelligence or civilization, and the more we just get a pile of rocks that purrs like a cat and runs around like an overstimulated puppy. Look! Rocky is excited. He rolls around quickly. You can tell he's excited. Ooh, he thinks Grace's ship is a bit of a mess. That's what my mum says about my room. Hang on, Rocky has a mate back home. Oh, how sweet. They want to hug each other. How cute. Oh, friend. Oh no, Rocky gets upset when he thinks Grace is dying. So upset that he risks his life to save Grace. Hang on, if Rocky dies, doesn't his entire species back home perish as well? What does it matter? These guys are friends. Friend! And Gosling returns the favour, flying back to Rocky as soon as he thinks his rock friend's life might be at risk. Oh, friend! I'd kind of want to be taking those samples back myself in person to make sure they get there. You're kind of risking your own species now to save the guy that looks like a pile of rocks. Oh, that's because they're friends. I get that. We love friends.
Best friends forever and ever.
The film seems to live by the adage that one death is a tragedy whilst a million deaths merely a statistic. Sorry, it's the million deaths that I care more about.
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
It just doesn't sit well with the entire premise, how humans are prepared to risk their individual lives for the collective sake of their species.
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
That's where I think we're heading for the first half of the film. But instead, this feels childish, this feels goofy, and that's a word that explains all my issues and problems with this film. And you can trace the film's goofiness by how much more humanoid Rocky becomes as it goes on. He might have an extra one limb, but he's still got arms and legs. I'm sorry. We're not responding to this alien creature as an alien life form, but as a mate and a pet. And that happens increasingly as the film goes on, which is a shame because the movie has its heart in the right place. The overall story, that's great. The setup, and particularly the character of our Danish scientist, also all great. The meeting of another intelligence, well, good, at least initially, but soon we're supposed to buy that this friendship between an emotionally stunted human and a pile of rocks means more than saving our planet. Yeah, count me out. Which brings me back to the overwhelming love everyone seems to feel for an above average, but just that, an above average movie. I wonder if this comes from more of a sense of relief. Wow, a film that offers optimism during our admittedly depressing news cycle. Is that really how low our standards have fallen? I think The Martian did this better. Arrival also does alien life forms better. Europa Report also better. I think Interstellar's also better. Apollo 13 better. Moon better. District 9 better. Contact also better. Annihilation better. Even Wall-E, not to mention Silent Running, E.T., Close Encounters, and of course 2001. Definitely better. There are loads of films that have trodden a similar path and trodden it better. And yet, all the praise comes to Project Hail Mary. Are we really that desperate for optimism that we have to accept this as a masterpiece? As the credits rolled, I knew I'd quite enjoyed myself. Hollywood is good at that. And I stress again, this is not a bad film. But I also knew, like a fast food meal, most of this would have left me in a few hours feeling undernourished. Ha! See what I did there? There was a great film in there, somewhere. But if it was truly going to be great, it needed to do more, to become more than just being a Hollywood buddy movie. Even worse, as I sat there, credits rolling, I thought about
Everything on this planet will go extinct.
we have actual problems in our real world, remember. And what does this film offer? Other than sedation, a place where our problems can be reduced to long shot catches we can leave for those clever scientists to make. Meaning Project Mary isn't real medicine, it's just a placebo, which makes me wonder how long this friendly, harmless, nothing burgerer of a film will last in the public consciousness for all those praising it to the heavens right now. Check back in 10 years on this one, because I reckon the stock of this film will sink rather than continue to rise. Yes, we may like a feel-good movie, but we actually deserve a feel-bad one. Curmudgeon that I undoubtedly am, I've got to face up to something ironic here. This is a film with a message about how we are not alone in the universe. Whereas once I saw everyone's hyperbolic praise for the movie, well, I felt more alone than ever. Please like and subscribe.
When you're alone, you ain't